Alright, what is going on, y'all? I know it's been a minute and I have a lot of explaining to do. Let me explain what happened, where I've been, and what's going on with my life now, because it's been crazy. It's a crazy trip. By the way, laptop, mic, and camera. It's still got some upgrading to do. I want to get back into this. Let's go ahead and get started. 2 years ago, about mid-July 2019, I was banned on Twitch, and after that point, I was like, man, social media, man, whatever. I was going into my junior year, and in the second semester, that's when COVID happened. It was 2020, and I didn't care about school at all at that point. Like, I started failing and then passing, failing and passing, just doing like the minimal work, and I just played video games, watched anime with like friends online, and stayed up all night, like every night. It was really bad. I hated it. I hated everything. Like, I hated who I was, what I was doing. I hated it all. Like, so after COVID happened, or not after it happened, but after like 2 or 3 weeks of COVID, I decided that summer, because I did pass my junior year, that summer I decided that I wanted a six-pack, and I started to bodybuild and do HIIT cardio and like stuff like that for about 2 to 3 months. So that was all during the summer for 2 to 3 months. After that, going into my senior year, it was all online, and I don't know why. I was like, I'm gonna show up for the six-pack at school. I'm gonna be so cool. And then didn't even go to school. So it didn't even matter. I guess I just did it for myself. Anyways, I did start to go to a CrossFit gym near where I lived, and I was friends with the owner, or I'm friends with the owner, and so I got like decent membership, and it was really easy. After like my first month at CrossFit, like I wanted to know how to do everything. I started watching the games, I started watching all these CrossFit competitions, and I was like, I want to be that is what I want to be. So I competed in my first competition that November of 2020. It was at our gym, and I did it with my mom. We took second out of like, I think it was 5 teams, so that was not bad for my first intermediate comp. Not bad. After that, so I was still in school during that point, and that summer I had started working a job at a place called Bojangles. It's a fast food restaurant that's in like the East Coast, on some of the states in the East Coast. Basically juggling CrossFit, a job, and school. Like, I had little to no social life. Like, I couldn't be bothered hanging out with people outside of the gym. Like, I would hang out with people in the gym. That's pretty much it. And I spend whatever hour I was not working, I was in the gym. Like, literally, I'd go on break, on work, and walk to the gym because it was that close. Starting the year of 2020, I was barely passing, and I started coaching at the gym that I was working out at. So I quit my job as a Bojangles employee, and I burnt my hand. I don't think you can really see it, but there's like, yeah, it's really healed really well, but it's like a little dark right here. But it's whatever. Like, it took me out for a couple weeks. Can't work another fast food job, or I'm like, even just being around Greeks sometimes kind of scares me. But it's alright. Face fears every day. Anyways, after that, I quit. I spent every hour in the gym. Like, I had no job. I mean, I had the job at the gym coaching. I did get paid for that, luckily. So I started training for the CrossFit Open, and I was in the 16 to 17-year-old division at the time. So I thought I might have a chance getting in, and maybe like even just getting to the quarterfinals. Let's just say that did not happen at all. I was 150 spots off. That's not bad though. There were, out of like, I think it was like 1,000 people, like I placed 300. Like, that's not bad at all. for my first year, which was like 150 spots off or something. I don't know if I said that, but I just kept up my nutrition, kept coaching. I wanted to be the best. I just wanted it so bad. It was coming the end of the school year, and luckily I was passing. Like, I did not expect to pass at all. I paid like this much attention to school. But my friend from Washington came to visit for my graduation, and that was fun. He didn't get to come see me, but he was there. He was there while my graduation, like I finished my graduation, he was there. And then I went to Washington for his graduation. Now this sounds like, it's like, why are you telling me this? Like, whatever. It has a very big part to it. So when I was leaving Washington, I had decided that at that point, I was going to move to Washington when I turned 18, which was 2 months away. I got home, I told my parents, and like obviously they were like, wow. Like, my mom started crying. I told them I was gonna do it, no exceptions, no matter what. But before I moved, I had 2 more competitions coming up. One was an individual, one was a partner, me and a partner. I didn't even place podium on both comps, which, I mean, honestly, it did light my fire. Like, it made me want to just, like, after that, every competition I wanted to go and win. I'm skipping like a lot, not a lot, but a lot of like small tiny things that have little importance, but it's fine. So on August 1st I turned 18, and on that same day I got my CrossFit level 1, or not on the same day, but on the same day I took my CrossFit level 1 test, and that was in North Carolina. And the very next day, August 2nd, me and my grandpa and I, or me, my mom, and my grandpa, all started our drive from North Carolina to Washington State, which took us 4 days of driving, sleeping, and eating. We made it, luckily, no problems. Then and there, like, I already had a gym I went to when I was in town for my friend's graduation, so that was good. I already became a gym, like I became a coach the first week I got there and traded for my membership because I didn't have a job there or anything. I mean, I had a place to stay. I still have a place to stay, of course, if you can see. Pretty much, like, it was learning, or not learning, it's like if you move to another like school and you know no one and you have to learn everything. It's like that, but for me it's a gym, which was fine. Like, I'm a pretty social person, I think. So what I did for work was I did Uber Eats, and just whenever like I wasn't at gym, because still I was staying on that grind. Like, at that point I was like, I just want to be the best at CrossFit. And I mean, still to this day I do want to be the best at CrossFit, but there's just limitations. I can't do it all in one day. It's time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But I did start to get better. I PR pretty much I wouldn't say every day, but at least a couple times a week I PR, I feel like. I competed in another comp, again at the gym I'm going at here. Or it wasn't at the gym here, but it was hosted by the gym here. We didn't win, but we would have won. We took 3rd. We didn't win. It was because there was a scoring error with our points, which I honestly didn't care. I knew we won. Me and him knew we won, so it was like, we knew we won. We didn't really need to like say anything. Like, I know how good I am. I mean, that sounds really narcissistic, but no, I knew that we deserved the win, and it was little importance for like a medal. I mean, it would have been cool, but it's little of importance. Like, that's the smaller picture. I'm looking at the bigger picture. Pretty much now all I do is right now I'm actually looking for a job, an actual job. I do Instacart, but I am looking for an actual job, a sales representative pretty much any job, to be honest. Just nothing that will affect me like physically. So like if I'm not getting enough sleep or something, I still put in at least like 4 hours a day on CrossFit, and then just whenever I'm not doing that, it's Instacart and looking for a job and hanging out with the family I'm living with right now. It's really nice. Anyways, thank you for listening to my update on life. I hope it was interesting, and if you want to keep up with me and what's going on with my life, you can follow me on Instagram. I'll have everything in the description, or maybe it's on the little like info icon. I don't know how to do that. The info icon's one up there or something. I'll try to get that figured out, and you'll see all my CrossFit stuff, or just what I'm doing like during my life, just hang out with people. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day or night, and I'll talk to you later.